Kai Chi the Science G. Kai Chi. Kai Chi the Science G. Kai Kai. Kai Chi the Science G. Kai Chi the Science G. Kai.
You cannot.
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. I'm Kai.
I'm Hunter.
And we're the Science Dudes. Today we're going to talk to you about microplastics.
I have a question.
Yes.
What are microplastics?
I'm glad you asked. Microplastics are small pieces of plastic that are smaller than 5 millimeters in size.
If they're so small, where do they come from?
Great question, Hunter. There's two types of microplastics. Secondary come from bigger pieces of plastic like this. They get broken down from things like photodegradation, chemical degradation, and microbial degradation. Then you got your primary microplastics. They're purposely made to be very small. They're called nurdles, and they get produced in factories and sent to other factories where they get shaped into stuff like this. You also got your microfibers. They get washed off of your jackets.
Okay, so where do they end up?
Even if your plastics end up in here, they still end up out here. You see, plastics have a nasty habit of ending up in our waterways. And when they get in the rivers, lakes, streams, and oceans, they pollute the water. And when they pollute the water, animals eat them.
Hold up. I had a tuna fish sandwich for lunch today. Does that mean I'm eating plastic?
It really do be like that sometimes. Fish eat other fish all the time. And when they do, they come in here, they break them down in here, and they come out here. There's a big problem though when fish eat small pieces of plastic. You see, to a fish, small pieces of plastic look like other fish. So they eat them, they come in here, and they build up in here. Because newsflash, fish can't break down plastic. So that means if you put this on your dinner plate,
I'll eat whatever that guy ate.
scientists are able to analyze the number of microplastics in the water by taking samples and looking at them under a microscope. Although this does give us a more accurate number of the number of microplastics that are in the water, it doesn't get rid of all of them.
I get it. Microplastics are a really big problem. But what can people do to help?
The real question is, what can you do to help?
Oh man, my water's empty. Guess I'll get a new one.
Whoa, take it easy, man. You gotta reduce the numbers of plastics you use. If you don't buy new plastic, it can end up in the water.
I know that's right.
What is this? A crossover episode?
So what am I supposed to do with this empty water bottle?
Well, if you reuse it, just like you can reuse all plastics, it'll make a big difference in the number of microplastics that make it into the ocean.
Isn't there one more word that starts with R? Like rabbit or rabies?
Recycle. If you recycle your plastics, they get turned into something else. And then there's a smaller % chance that they'll end up in the ocean. You can also just refuse to use unneeded plastic.
Okay, I get it now. I understand why I need to keep plastics out of the ocean.
Yeah, if we all work together to do our part and stay plastic smart, you and me can keep plastics out of the big blue sea. Be smart with your plastics.